Hi there gamers, welcome back to another exciting game review, and this time it's Aftermirage. Like any Metroidvania, Aftermirage only seems to make sense at the beginning. We find ourselves in the fictional fantasy world of Agarin, which has been ruled by giants since in inception. People under their protection bred and multiplied until the Greek took over. They unleashed a war with the details, which led to a global catastrophe. The game begins a few years after the devastating war. The survivors have united and created settlements. An unexpected enemy breaks the fragile peace and burns the village of the main character Rin. She manages to become the sole survivor of the massacre, but loses her memory in the process. The girl has to go in search of the mystic mentor, regain her memories and stop the mysterious force. Get ready for the fact that for thousands of hours of passage you will understand little. Little is clear in this story. Heroes speak in riddles, but with incomprehensible words, and often make you look into the quest log to figure out where to go. On the other hand, we hardly played Blasphemous for the sake of a clear story. The developers could stop there, brushing off the phrase, "Yes, you just didn't understand." But no, the plot is non-linear and leads to one of the several endings depending on Ren's actions. The presentation of dialogues with the choice of answer options is made as in a visual novel. Anime girls may scare away brutal gamers, but it's clear that the story has been hard worked on, even if it's covered in riddles. Another plus for the development of the lore is the presence of over 50 NPCs with the ability to take the side quests from them. You can meet them both in the hub village and in unexpected places. The authors did a great job not only on the story. This can be said about almost every Aftermirage mechanic, for which it can be put on a par with the Hollow Knight. Let's go in order. From the beginning of the game we have a giant seamless world, divided into regions. You realize its scale only after 10 hours of passing. When you discover more and more new locations, it will begin to seem that there is no end to the edge. It's easy to deviate from the thread of the story and get lost in any area, and they are not covered by artificial obstacles, and the enemies are not 10 times stronger than those in this adjacent territory. It's also worth nothing the visual range and background scenery, which according to the developers are hand-drawn. You really believe in it. The picture turned out to be bewitching, and the background seems to match with the plane in which the heroine acts. Sometimes I mistakenly attack the animals that just pass me in the background. Small details such as swaying leaves, falling stones and others emphasize the efforts of artists and animators. The authors do not miss the opportunity to play with colors, which they also succeed. For example, the location Rainbow Plains, it turned out to be very bright green needles, skies and a ruined castle in the background create associations with the fairy tale. According to the rules of the Metroidvania, we have to explore these locations, fight enemies and unlock abilities that will allow the heroine to visit the previously inaccessible places. At first, Rini only knows how to make a dash. With progress she will learn about how to move between control points and master other tricks. Although some restrictions still look stupid. For example, Rini can sit down but she can't crawl, and she won't be able to get through narrow tunnels. On the journey, more than 170 enemies, including 30 bosses, will meet us with open arms. The opponents really turned out to be diverse. Each biome has its own set of enemies. Combat is dynamic. Rini can use multiple weapons at once, move instantly with a basic dash, and even deflect long-range projectiles. I can say that the battles turned out to be simple. They are close to the Dark Souls, which is especially felt in battles with bosses. Mistakes are palpable. Attacks patterns are varied, so get ready that not all opponents will submit the first time. On the other hand, the battles still turned out to be fair. You just need to turn out the mindfulness and press the buttons in time. In adventures, those who are especially attentive will find just in which weapons, equipment and consumables are hidden. Weapons are diverse. There are swords, keys, whips and other types. each with its own characteristics. Moreover, with bumping, new attacks open up and you can equip 2 weapons at once. Additionally, the heroine can be dressed in various clothes and even put on rings, everything like in RPG. In Aftermirage you can find default weather locations and checkpoints, inconvenient keyboard controls and bright anime girls, which not every gamer will perceive. But these are really nitpicks against the backdrop of the advantages that the game has. It turned out to be huge. It would take about 30 hours to complete it, during which you never cease to notice the richness of content, the size of the game world and a bunch of small details. All this allows us to call the game worthy a Metroidvania. Thank you guys for watching this review, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and see you in the next review.